Yeah.
I think it could be a lot worse.
You got kind of a raw deal when your dad passed away.
Aaron Spelling was worth $600 million when he died. His daughter Tori had starred in Beverly Hills 902 on 10 for 10 years. She helped build his legacy, but when the will was read, she received almost nothing. Her mother, Candy, got $599 million. Tori got $800,000. There was a no contest clause that would take everything if she fought back. Years later, Tori was photographed living in a motel with her 5 children, then an RV, then a hospital. Her mother still had $600 million. What really went wrong between them? And why did no one challenge the will? The full story goes deeper than the headlines ever showed. Tori Spelling came into the world on May 16, 1973, right in Los Angeles, at a moment when her father, Aaron Spelling's television empire was at its peak. Her middle name, Davy, honored her grandfather, David, and the long family line that carried Jewish roots from Russia and Poland. By the time she was born, her parents had already been married for almost 5 years since November 23, 1968. And her little brother Randy would join the family on October 9, 1978. Her father was already known as the King of Television because he had taken ABC and filled so much of its schedule that people joked the letters stood for Aaron's broadcasting company. Tori grew up with that kind of power swirling around her. And even her school reflected that world because she attended the exclusive Westlake School for Girls, which later joined with the Harvard School in 1991 to become Harvard Westlake. From the beginning, her life, moved inside a world most kids never see, where fame, wealth, and influence were part of everyday air. That world felt even larger inside the home everyone called a manor. It sat on more than 6 acres in Holby Hills, and measured 56,500 square feet with 123 rooms, making it the largest private residence in all of Los Angeles County. Aaron bought the property in 1983 for $1,025 million from Patrick Frawley, who had earlier purchased it from Bing Crosby's estate. Crosby's 1932 mansion was torn down and replaced with Aaron's dream home, which cost another $12 million to build and was complete in 1988 when Tori was 15. Adjusted for today, that price would sit near $48 million. The house rose 51.5 feet high with 2 main floors, a basement, and a hidden level above it meant just for closets. It was actually bigger than the White House, which is 55,000 square feet. Every day, more than 150 workers showed up to build it, using over 500 tons of steel and limestone shipped from the same Italian quarry, so the stone would match perfectly. Inside that enormous home, Tori wandered, through rooms that most people only imagine in fantasy books. There were hidden passageways that opened when you pushed the right object, leading to chambers that made her childhood feel like a mystery adventure. Beneath the house, reached by stairs or elevator, a whole underground world stretched out. That was where you could find a 2-lane bowling alley, a shoe closet just for bowling, an arcade, 3 bars, a pool table room, a full-doll museum with detailed replicas of Candy and Tori, and rooms so unusual that she barely remembers them all. There were 5 kitchens, a gym, a screening room, storage rooms for wrapping gifts, 16 carports, and enough parking for 100 cars. On the lower level, her father's awards filled an entire room, each one representing another mark of his impact on television. Visitors who came through those doors only made her world feel more surreal. The manor became a place where royalty and Hollywood legends mixed freely during the parties her parents hosted. Prince Charles and Princess Diana stayed there in 1994, and her suite was forever known as the Prince Charles Suite. Candy later said that every star from every one of Erin's shows appeared at some point along with figures, music, like Prince Rainier and Jackie Kennedy. The kitchen had been designed to cook for 2 people or 800 people depending on the size of the event. For Tori, this became normal. You could be doing homework 1 minute and learn the next that royalty was sleeping down the hall. Meanwhile, Tori Spelling's career kept music climbing. By 1984, he owned such a huge part of ABC's primetime lineup that his 7 shows filled nearly half of the network's 15 hours of scripted programming. His work had shaped entire decades. In the 1970s, he launched hits like Charlie's Angels and The Love Boat. Music. In the 1980s, he brought viewers Dynasty and T.J. Hooker. In the 1990s, he built new worlds with Beverly Hills 90210, Melrose Place, Seventh Heaven, and Charmed. These series didn't just entertain people. They influenced fashion, culture, and even how networks understood music youth audiences. His success made him one of the wealthiest producers Hollywood had ever seen. Inside that environment, Tori started acting at age 6 when her father arranged for an acting coach. Soon she appeared in small parts on shows like Vega in 1981, The Love Boat in 1983, and Hotel that same year. More roles followed on Fantasy Island, T.J. Hooker, and even Saved by the Bell. By the time she was 17 in 1990, her father cast her as Donna Martin on Beverly Hills 90210. She stayed in that role for the full 10 years, until the show ended in 2000. She earned award nominations and became a household name. Though people often question whether she got there because of talent or because of her father's power. When 90210 was being cast, she tried to escape that shadow by using the name Tori Mitchell, borrowed from a character in one of Erin's movies. She auditioned for Kelly Taylor and later for Andrea, hoping she could be judged fairly, but the attempt fell apart the moment she walked into the room. Everyone already knew who she was. She had appeared on her father's shows, since childhood, and her face was impossible to hide. Erin even joked about it around town, which only made the situation more awkward. He called casting directors, arranged meetings, and treated the whole incident as something funny. His attitude made it clear, the process was never neutral, no matter how much Tori wished it had been. So when she got the part of Donna Martin, the backlash was immediate. The show premiered on October 4, 1990, and before the first episode even aired, people claimed she got the job only because of Erin. Critics questioned her acting ability. Some cast members whispered doubts. Tori herself later admitted the casting probably had something to do with my dad. Her character started small, often delivering short responses because the writers weren't sure how much she could handle. She became known as Kelly's quiet friend rather than a strong presence. On set, things grew tense because everyone knew she had influence through her father, even if she didn't use it. Conflicts involving other stars carried extra weight simply because Tori was there. Erin tried to ease criticism by setting one strict rule. Tori would be paid only SAG minimum wage even though the show became a hit and most actors negotiated higher salaries. Erin thought paying her the minimum would show fairness. Instead, idly underlined the deeper issue. The pay didn't matter to critics. The casting did. Yet, despite all the noise, Tori stayed with the role. She appeared in 292 episodes over all 10 seasons from 1990 to 2000. Her character grew from a shy background figure into someone with major storylines, including her long virginity arc that lasted until season 7. She eventually married David Silver in the series finale, giving longtime viewers a sense of closure. Even though the early controversies never fully disappeared, her endurance on the show, proved she had more staying power than people expected. Beverly Hills 90210, Music, turned into a global phenomenon. The show started slowly, Music, ranking at U8 in its first season with 14.2 million viewers. But everything changed in summer 1991, when Fox aired special episodes while other networks ran reruns. The audience climbed to 17.66 million in Season 2, jumping to Andre 48. By Season 4 in 1993-1994, ratings, Music, hit 21.7 million viewers. Some episodes reached 14.1% in ratings, Music, and by the time the series finale aired in May 2000, more than 25 million people tuned in. It aired in more than 20 countries and built a worldwide fan base, Music, that embraced Tori along with the rest of the cast. She ended up appearing in 291 of the total 293 episodes, making her the cast member closest to Music, a perfect attendance record. During this rise, she also broke into film. In 1994, she took on the lead role in A Friend, Music, to Die For, also known as Death of a Cheerleader, which was based on the tragic 1984 murder of Kirsten Costas. The movie aired exactly 10 years after the real event and became the highest-rated TV movie of that year. Tori's performance showed she could carry a role far removed from Donna Martin. Audiences responded, producers noticed, and, Music, new opportunities followed. Between 1997 and 2001, she appeared in Music, several films that pushed her range. In Scream 2, she played herself and a